Country boy, I love you.
That's me.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube art channel. I'm back, and no, I'm not home. I'm in Lisbon, and right now I'm in Campo Pequeno.
Hi, that was not a good intro, was it? Anyway, yeah, I was in Lisbon for 4 days, and this is my vlog for it. I've done a lot of things, and I'm not great at vlogging. I didn't really record that much, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. It's just a simple vlog. Without any further ado, I'm just gonna jump straight back into the old me in front of a public building trying to be a YouTube vlogger.
We're here to go and see an exhibition about artists in quarantine and what they did in quarantine.
The Campo Pequeno Art Gallery recently opened on the 6th of October with this new exhibition, which is called Desconfinamento. This is a group exhibition of 14 young Portuguese artists showcasing their works regarding the themes of quarantine and the confinement times. It was curated by Maria José Cabral, an artist from what I could gather. And as you can see, Portuguese art is still quite based on painting and craftsmanship, simple shapes and realism and things that people can relate to, especially in our culture. Although this was an interesting space and exhibition, I was confused as to how they chose the pieces to be here, because I couldn't understand if they were made during quarantine or finished during quarantine, because obviously some of them were from 2018 and others were from 2020 and others were from 2019, so it was quite difficult to understand what was going on. But all in all, it was a pretty good exhibition. I highlighted some things that I liked about the exhibition. This is an interesting space where you can see the glass and the other painting and these two paintings. Although they're not the most interesting paintings, I thought it was nice how you could see the other painting from the mirror. I thought that was an interesting architectural accent. This second painting that I'm highlighting is Beatriz Uvas number 26 R Algarve Laranjas. This looked like a painting but also a collage, and I really liked it, how it is colorful and almost playful, but again it's quite traditional and quite related to our Portuguese culture. I also highlighted Carolina Vaz's hand-embroidered canvases. I thought these were really interesting paintings, if you could say so, and they're really colorful, they're really happy, and they really stand out the craftsmanship that is so common in Portuguese contemporary art. The last one that I'm showing is Isabel Morteiro's Transposição. This was a group of paintings, and they have these kind of weird creatures doing different things. This one, for example, it looks like it's painting something, so it's almost like maybe a self-portrait or a portrait of an artist in their environment. On my second day in Lisbon, I went to the MAT. That's the Museum of Art, Architecture and Technology. It's a relatively new museum in Lisbon. It opened to the public in October of 2016, and it's situated next to the Tejo River. It comprises a repurposed power station and this new building that you're seeing right now that was designed by the London-based architecture studio Amanda Levitt Architects. There were a lot of shows on. The first show that I went to was Currents by So Ill. They are an architectural studio led by Florian Idenberg and Jing Liu. The exhibition starts with an introduction to their work of temporary builds and performances. They have a lot of interesting work. Unfortunately, I didn't take a lot of photos. It was my first architecture exhibition that I ever went to, and I really wanted to take everything in. It was really interesting how their work is made. They mainly use fabric and iron structures, and they build ephemeral things that people can use and play in and perform in. But the main attraction in quotes was a structure that they built inside the main building, which took up most of the exhibition space. Unfortunately, it wasn't all available to walk through, and the only part that we could really use was this sort of net that you could get into, but only one at a time. Me and my friend went at the same time, and then we got told off. But it was quite interesting how they want people to interact with their work, but it was also really scary to do so in a time like this. So So it was interesting to see these two worlds colliding, where you can't touch anything and you can't really do anything when the artist is asking you to do the exact opposite. The second building that we went in is part of the main building, and it's the old power station. This is the boiler room that they revamped as an exhibition space as well. I didn't really take a lot of photos of the exhibitions that were in this space because I was mainly focused on what the space looked like and the noises. It was really noisy in here because they decided to reproduce the working environment. So if the machines were actually working, this was the noise that you would hear. Well, probably louder than this. At the end of these exhibitions, which were Andrés Cepeda's Ballad of Today, a photography exhibition that offers the artist the role of an explorer of the city of Lisbon. The photos are stunning and huge and quite impressive, and although I don't have any photos of the space or the installation, rest assured that it really moved me in a way that I think photography never had. And the collective exhibition Feast Fury Femina, which through the work of the curators Antonio Pinto Ribeiro and Sandra Vieira Jurgens, brings together 228 pieces composed of works by 61 Portuguese artists. Again, this is another exhibition that's strongly based on painting and 2D work, but there were some really interesting installations. We got to this amazing space, probably used for performances, where you could see the river outside and they had these huge windows. It was really industrial and I honestly just fell in love with it. It was such an amazing space with terrific natural light, and the whole environment surrounding it was just breathtaking.
Lisbon, and I'm going to see this great exhibition, Meet Vincent van Gogh. It's known all over the world, and it's in Lisbon for the first time in Portugal. And I haven't been inside yet, but it looks really, really good. So let's see what happens. So I'm really, really excited.
This was definitely one of the best exhibitions I've been to in a while. I was so excited to see this and all my expectations were met. This was such a terrific opportunity to get to know more about Van Gogh, which is an artist that I'm so interested in because of his history. This exhibition was so interactive and so informative. We were given audio guides to follow his whole life, and then we had these sort of activities like this one. In this activity, for example, we were drawing perspective and seeing through one of those old objects that they used to define perspective. Here was one of the most interesting things in the whole exhibition. This is my friend trying this kind of virtual thing where you would move and it would give you different paint splashes. This is yet another activity during the exhibition where you were supposed to draw your self-portrait as Van Gogh would, with the primary colors and the secondary colors and the complementary colors. I sort of look like me, but I don't at the same time. I haven't drawn myself in a while, so it was interesting to do that. This is one of the hallways of the exhibition with many paintings by Van Gogh. It was such an incredible experience to be surrounded by these colorful paintings. So heartwarming. I just felt so happy during the whole thing. I thought this was such an amazing experience. I learned so much more about Van Gogh than I already did. He was such a genius and he never got any recognition for it. I think the way that he looked at art was so pure and so boundless. It was so inspiring, and I truly urge you to go and see this exhibition. It's been traveling all over the world, so if you do get the chance to see it, go and see it. Aww. I think that's gonna be it for this vlog. I just want to finish by saying thank you to all my friends who took me to all the places in Lisbon. Thank you very much to everyone that was part of this trip.
I am so lucky to have you as friends.
For you who watched this video, thank you so much for following me and for watching the video. If you did like the video, please show it by smashing that like button. I tried to give the most honest review I could of everything I saw. If you want any more information about the exhibitions or the artists that I talked about, you can find many links in the description below, so feel free to visit them. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video anywhere on your social platforms. I really appreciate it. Please also leave a comment if you wish. Let me know if you want to see anything else on this channel. I wasn't expecting to post this video today on Wednesday, but I am doing this because I realized that on Saturday it's the 31st of October. And although I'm not the greatest fan of Halloween, I thought I'd make a video to celebrate it. Stay tuned for that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be interesting. I'll keep you posted on it on my Instagram page, so don't forget to follow me on there as well. And without anything else to add, be happy, keep creating, and keep your hopes up, because you never know when things might happen. Bye guys.